So, yo, there's trigger warnings in here, all types of stuff. Yo, what up, YouTube? You guys up here, we're just covering some stuff. I'm not even really trying to get too, like, I'm trying to set tone here for what this is, like, really, how serious this kind of is and how kind of fucked up it is. Because I want to talk about the Smash scene and, like, yo, like, how just bogus some shit is that's going on all the time. Like, why we're always dealing with these fucking allegations and, like, it's how stupid it all is, like, for real. It's like, I don't know why mans do the things that they do, to be honest with you. I just don't know why. Okay, so a tweet longer came out the other day on September 5th from someone named Shannon. Okay, and Shannon reads, I'm just gonna read this to you guys. Hold on. I never wanted to do this. I had a much more emotional version of this thought up, but I'm gonna keep this somewhat short to the point, and the situation has emotionally exhausting. I might not read the full thing to you guys though. I can paraphrase it because I know what most of it exhausting me and caused my overwhelming stress for the past few days. I'm tired of hearing the stories of this person's drunken antics. Enough is enough. This incident has totally drained me emotionally, and while I'm not directly calling for any action, I urge everyone to read the story for your own and form your own opinions. I understand the burden of proof is on me, and these situations are 95% real, 95% in real life. I'm feeling extremely defeated over this entire situation. Want nothing more to do more than to do for it to
Don't forget to exhale when exerting yourself.
So this is all about Elegant, and basically, Elegant and this girl Shannon went to a party where after a Smash tournament where they were sharing a room together. Okay, they were sharing a room with 2 separate beds and stuff like that. There's some backstory where it's just like they didn't think they were like Elegant was into her and things like that, and he never made any advances towards her or anything like that, so it was never anything really crazy and stuff, right? But they were cool, they were getting to know each other and stuff like that. But in the end, they got really drunk, went back to the hotel room. She woke up and she found out that they had sex. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know if she consented, and Elegant doesn't know either because they were both drunk, right? So long story less long, he kind of like they went through that. She felt sick, she felt gross about it and shit like that, especially because she didn't know. Very understandable. You know what I mean? It doesn't know, nobody knows if anything was like going on, if anything was consensual or anything. So at both parties were like, you know what I mean? It's one of those ones where it's like almost like a double fault, and it's like it seems like a very drunken hookup between the two of them. They're sharing a bedroom room with each other. Anything could happen, right? We hope nothing crazy happened. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? So it continues where then she goes and sees him again at a tournament. He ends up getting really drunk. She confronts him though about the situation, but he's in no right mind at the time, obviously, because he's drunk to confront the situation and talk about it. So the consensus of the Smash community was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on type shit, right? So, but everybody was kind of like, yo, this seems more like a drunken hookup and stuff like that. But then more people were coming out about stuff and being like, no, Elegant gets really drunk, he has a problem, he has anger issues and shit like that. Even when he's sober, he's very rude to people. When he's playing them in the game, he takes things very seriously. And then it divulged into even more things where like, yo, like more like kind of drunken incidences where he's been like all over girls and stuff like that. In this case, he was all over Shannon at that part at the party where she was trying to confront him and stuff like that and talk to him. But somebody pulled him off of her, and he ended up getting so pissed drunk that he had to go back to the hotel room and had to bring her. So yeah, he has a long pattern of this. There's a pattern of this kind of behavior. To him, he says like, yo, he has depression and stuff like that or whatever, and he also has a drinking, like, he hasn't admitted to it, but pretty much he kind of admitted to that he has a drinking problem and shit like that. And people are like, yo, they just want him to get help and stuff like that. So it's even up to the point where 2 people have had like 2 interactions with him, being like TK Breeze said this verbatim that like, yo, he's had 2 interactions with him, and by the second time he said he's seen him and he's like, yo, you need to chill and make good decisions when he was drunk, because he was just very drunk at his Smash tournament with no need to be like that. Right. it gets wild. So he kind of like he kind of apologized for that. He was just like, yo, my bad type shit, and like, you know, the typical like apology stuff or whatever, and that he's gonna try and get help and shit. People are saying like, yo, it's a half and half situation where it's just like, yo, he doesn't really seem abusive at that time when the Shannon story came out, but then another story came out by another person on Twitter, Sailor Megatron, and she was explaining that like, yo, he's kind of done similar things, but they got a hotel room together and shit like that, 2 rooms, 2 beds. So a lot of the people, obviously, like, you know how public opinion goes, some people are like, why are you guys, like, you're in a hotel room with him, whatever. Being in a hotel room with someone, guys, does not mean anything is consensual. Doesn't mean you're allowed to do anything. Doesn't mean you should expect anything. You know what I mean? Let's just make that point clear, because I'm gonna dive in deep and I'm gonna kind of dig into these things. So he has a long story less long. He has a history and pattern of being drunken activities and being kind of a shithead while he's drunk. Okay. Then comes this story. Okay. This one came out September 7th. So 2 days after the first initial things happened. Okay. The first initial stories were being talked about and stuff like that. Okay. This one's a doozy, boys. This one's a doozy. I'm gonna read this one fully. This one gets fucking crazy. This is apparently the first story. This is like the origin of the abuse that ended up continuing over time, because maybe this situation went too under the radar. Okay. Admittedly, even me, before this story came out, I was just like, why is everything in the Smash community a fucking twit longer? Like, it's a twit longer. People talk about doing something, nothing happens. Somebody puts the band-aid over it. Somebody might not get to tournament. We feel bad. Oh, get help. Mental health is real. It's a whole bunch of that. It's a whole bunch of that. You feel me? All right then. But then this one comes out where it's something's more concrete and wild. Okay, it goes like this from K Jets Shadow at K Jets Shadow on Twitter. Before I get started, I would like to say I'm so over Smash drama right now. I have a career and a life, but this incident should be told now. See, when women get hurt after this happened to me, I should have said something sooner. He should have stopped. I told him, if you don't do it again, I won't say anything. It's embarrassing for both of us, yet here he is hurting more women. To you girls who got hurt, I'm sorry I didn't end him sooner. I should have spoken when this happened. He did it again. Therefore, this is my disgusting story. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're grossed out easily, it's not the one for you, okay? But like, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. There's no R word involved in this, okay? So I'll make that clear. There's no R word involved in this. It's still very essay. It's still very assaultish though. It's not very. It just borderline. It's defined as it is. It's definite. A year ago, Elegant came to San Antonio, Texas. So Elegant had admitted to wanting to get to know me better, which could have meant anything. Friends is what we were, and I had no plan of attack here. I wasn't into him, but enjoyed his friendship and company. He was a cool guy, I thought. I had no idea he had a crush on me or anything of the sorts, and honestly, I don't think he ever did. I think he was just attracted to my looks, but nothing beyond that. Again, assumptions, guys. This is what she says verbatim, okay? He flew into town to visit Texas and the South and the SA area. I helped him find an Airbnb, and I think even helped him pay for it. Don't quote me on that. It's a bit fuzzy. This later came out that he did help pay for it. He said $600. I believe it is. Oh, no, that was for the mattress. But she did help pay for the Airbnb. It came out, and she posted screenshots of it. I was excited to hang with him. I'm not sure what I expected with a smasher and normal conversation, but the atmosphere was a bit awkward. I had to work to engage in a comforting conversation. I helped with finding the Airbnb online before him coming. Pretty sure I helped pay, but don't remember, and drove all the way to Austin Airport to pick him up. I was his escort everywhere for 4 days. We actually slept in the same Airbnb a night or two. Nothing happened whatsoever. He was respectful of boundaries, and so was I. I drove him everywhere, and we paid for our own meals. We competed in 2 Smash tourneys. Am I next? I am next. We competed in 2 Smash tourneys, and I took him to main event, where he met my friends outside of the Smash scene. Needless to say, Smashers and athletes can be an odd combination, so they weren't getting along. Elegant told my best friend's boyfriend that he hates this shit country and her BF was in the US Army, so that ended horribly. Understandably. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty understandable. She says, here's where it gets fun. I had other plans one day, so I asked my awesome Smash crew if they could spend time with Elegant and play Smash at their apartment while I was out. They did, and they drank a lot. I drove back to get Elegant at 12 midnight because the boys said he was too drunk for him to stay there. I went at midnight to get his ass and agreed to let him stay at my parents' beautiful home with me. ... He was drunk, beyond consciousness, so I had to help him walk into my house. I still remember him almost breaking his controller against my new car getting out. I told him to sleep on the couch in the landing area. I'm guessing the landing area means living room. I went into my room. Let me add that I've let Smashers stay at my house before. My crew had one of my best friends. They were always respectful in the living room where the couch was. My little sister's room was across from mine, and my parents' room was adjacent. He was in the living room on the couch. I keep saying landing area, but it means living room. At some point between 3 and 4 a.m., here's where it gets wild, guys. He crept into my room and crawled in bed with me. I didn't wake up at all. I have no idea what went down when I was sleeping. My shorts were slightly pulled down, but my underwear was on. I have no clue what he did. I didn't wake up to him crawling in bed with me. I woke up to a warm tickle on my leg and realized he was next to me. Yo, honestly, this is crazy. Take it easy, Jay. He took his dick out and touching my leg, he was pissing on me all over my bed. It was aimed at me on my leg while he was peeing. He was groaning too and touching it. It was all over me. I screamed. I punched him in the face. He didn't feel it. He was drunk. I jumped out. Or man's like, what happened? He didn't feel it. He was still drunk. I jumped out of bed and started hysterically crying and shaking. I was so mad and so ready to throw hands at my guy. I throw hands and I was so mad at this guy. My cat was sleeping with me when I went to sleep, and then he was hiding under my bed when this happened, watching me cry on the floor. He must have ran off and hid when I came in. I'd never been so repulsed at something in my life. I ran into the corner of my room and literally cradled myself. I was so angry, I was just punching the wall. Respectfully, I wanted to smash his face in for this. Elegant sat up in my bed and had no idea what was happening. He was still incoherently drunk. His underwear was under my bed at the foot. I got them, chucked them at him and kept yelling. I told him what he did, but he wasn't understanding. He was the drunkest I've ever seen someone. My mom heard my crying and peered in a crack in the door. I told her I was okay and nothing happened to my body that I knew of. She said that she was going to call 911, but I promised it was okay. I was covered in piss, and I told her I was going to shower in her bathroom. I got Elegant up, carried him to the bathroom. He vomited and showered, I'm assuming. I threw him in the bathroom and told him not to come out until he was showered. 1 second. It's because I'm using my second fucking monitor. Okay.
I'm so...
Hold on. Yeah, I know. Okay?
Yeah,
How could you... I threw him in the bathroom and told him not to come out until he was showered. I ran to my mom's room and showered. I scraped my skin so hard it bled. I was so repulsed and angry. I did this to myself and my family. How could I be this stupid? Letting a stranger in my home. Angrily, I got dressed, and Elegant was still incoherent after the shower. I told him to put his clothes on and that while I was taking him back to Austin a day early. I was done. He was lucky I didn't make him Uber to Austin. It's almost a 2-hour drive to the port. He gained coherency in the car. He cried the entire way. I angrily dropped him off, and that was the end of it. I realized my mattress was ruined and I wasn't sleeping on that shit again. Elegant sent me $600 to get a new mattress. This is true because it was corroborated, and she even showed the screenshots of him sending her the $600. I spent $1,200 on the new one, but he sent me a solid 600. I was so over it and I didn't care at the point. My family was so disappointed in me for bringing him into our trusting home. They sat me down and had a long talk with me. I will never do it again. What if he went in my little sister's room, my parents? If it was any of their rooms, it would have been a 911 call. The story is gross. I'm repulsed. I'm above this drama and shit now, but he needs to be humbled. Alcoholism is no joke. You can be a binge drinker alcoholic, and that's what he is. He needs help. I'm so sorry I didn't tell you guys sooner. I'm so sorry to the girls that got hurt. I feel like it's my fault for not telling everyone. He should have been removed from Smash long before. I didn't say anything, and now this happened. Elegant is a good person when he thinks I don't even want to read that part. Okay. This is what I want to talk about with the Smash with you guys, okay? About the Smash. I know you guys were saying things in chat. You know what I mean? I'm gonna end up reading some of it after and stuff like that, but it is what it is. That's not what we're here to talk about right now in this current instance. This is fucking nuts. Like, this is fucking crazy, guys. Like, this is wild as fuck to do this shit. And this guy has a pattern of it. The fact that nobody's called 911 on him is the reason why he's not on a registered sex offenders list. Okay?
He won't get on it. He's gonna
like, you know what I'm saying?
Just like sin, whatever, and...
But like, bro. Okay? That's what this guy did. Admittedly, like I was saying, I was like, why is everything a twit longer in our community, right? But this is why. This is exactly why. Because shit like this happens. And if Shannon didn't come out with her twit longer, we don't get this. You know what I'm saying? We don't get this. We don't get this wild shit. Like, this is crazy. Chat, please be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Please be respectful. Just say it. Please be respectful. Just say it. Because this is actual sexual assault. And this is very wild shit. You know what I'm saying? You will get banned for trolling this situation. Just say it.
Like,
don't ban anyone. Yeah,
there's a time and place. Read the room.
Right. So anyway.
Just read the room, bro. Read the room.
This is what I want to talk about too in this match. Like, these topics are very serious. People were calling RK elegant and shit like that. I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Some things were like, you know, ha ha ha. But in no way is this situation funny at all. You know what I'm saying? This guy needs to go. Okay? Yo. Period. Like, yo. Let me finish, Kuma, please. Aaron.
Just stop. All right, go ahead.
Okay? Like, take care of chat if you need to. You're a mod. That's all I'll say. So, anyways. This situation is so serious. It's not to joke about. It's like, this guy needs to go. Because if this was anybody else in any other situation other than what's going on in our fucking community, he's going to jail or prison or having to deal with a court case. It's that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's that serious. Where it's just like, yo, what the fuck is going on, guys? Like, we already dealt with this one time before. But it's just like, I'm glad people are speaking up. I hope people feel comfortable to speak up. But like, this is just what happens. A lot of these things go unchecked. So it's one of the ones where, like, I'm saying, like, yo, if you're at a tournament and whatever and you see these things, I get it. Some people don't want to get involved in things because there's danger in there, right? These people are dangerous. Some people are a danger to society. They could be violent. They could act out. This guy used to punch walls in front of people and shit like that. And, like, it's kind of wild. But, yo, do something about it. We can't let these things go unchecked. Some of these things went unchecked because, obviously, the situation, some people don't even want to talk about the shit that happens. Yeah, understandable. But like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, we really have to band together and stop the weird shit and call people out for their shit. Like, there's no problem with calling people out for their shit. And all the weird, like, the weird narcissists who are like, oh, I'm trying to be the savior of the Smash scene, whatever. Elegant was one of those guys. When the whole Nairo and stuff situation was happening, this guy said in a tweet that I promise I'll never be like these people. I promise to protect the entire Smash community. Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, that's why you guys won't hear me say that. The most I say is I'm trying to create a safe space in my stream. But the safe space in my stream only means that, yo, we tolerate what goes on in here. You're in my world, so if I don't fuck with what you're doing, you're gone. But, like, in the real world, there's so many implications and shit that, like, happen. There's so many fucked up shit that things that happen. And if you guys are going to be complicit with them, you're just as bad. Like, just say it. Like, you're just as bad as the person. Like, you may not be doing and committing the act, but you're witnessing it and not saying anything. I'm not telling you to go snitch on nobody and shit like that, too crazy or whatever. You know what I mean? I get it. Some of you niggas won't say nothing. But hey, yo, you're part of the problem at that point. Because we're trying to make this community, like we're trying to get Nintendo sponsorships, etc., etc. All that shit's cool and all, but like, yo, bro, the main point is stop being a fucking weirdo. Sponsorships and everything else don't mean anything when, like, yo, people are actually being fucking weirdos in the community. They're doing weird fucking things. They're committing assault attacks. Like, these are fucked up individuals. Like, these people should not be tolerated in our community. Period. They're not tolerated in regular society. You're not getting away with these things in regular society. And if you do, you have a target on your back for the rest of your life. If he did this in any other scenario, maybe somebody doesn't call the police still. But, like, if this was a college story and not a smash scene story, this would be so different. Man would be kicked out of school, expelled, can't go to any college in the United States or university in the United States. Like, it's real serious. Can't get a job. You're on an offenders list. Like, this is some real fucking shit. So I know there's some people out there who won't turn a blind eye to some shit. But, like, yo, there needs to be people that just speak up about these things and really crack down on what's going on out here. I'm not even in tournaments that heavy like that, bro. For me to be all over and know all these guys and see what the weird shit they do. You just hear things through the grapevine, and it's kind of like, yo, why are we hearing things through the fucking grapevine? Call that shit out. Is that real or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, man was just going unchecked. Mans was just getting blackout drunk, and mans were just like, oh, yo, he's just getting drunk and shit like that. No, bro, that man has a problem. That guy has an issue. And when he's sober, it seems that it's the alcohol, his alcoholism just exacerbates his attitude and his shitty fucking attitude. Because there's so much other Twitlongers and shit that you guys could read that are like, do your own fucking research. But, like, he's a dickhead. Like, the way that, like, I read you the most grave one and the one that started it. The shit in between just leads up to how bad this one was, where he's peeing on someone in their fucking house in their bed after he's supposed to be sleeping on the couch, and he's belligerently drunk. There's mans who drink at Smash tournaments. There's people who smoke weed all the fucking time, bro. And they don't do this shit. They don't do this stuff. They're not like this. So when I hear stories about shit like this, I'm just like, these niggas are weird, bro. Call it mental health, call it whatever the fuck you want. But these niggas are weird. They need help. They need to be the fuck away from us though too. While they're getting their help, get them the fuck away from us. And the Smash community needs to do better. A lot of you niggas are weirdos. I see it. I tweeted about it. I'm just like, yo, I can see how you guys didn't get love in high school and now you're craving it from 13-year-olds on an online video game. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is that? Why are you searching for validation from children? Why are you putting things out online to boost and inflate your ego and shit like that? Like it's so weird. It's so weird being like, I'm gonna be the savior of the Smash team. The savior of a children's video game? What the fuck are you talking about? Because you don't like motherfuckers who like do weird shit around kids? Yo, join the fucking club. But how about you join the club about not doing weird shit in general? Why don't you just stop being fucking weird? Niggas drink every day, B. And if you can't handle yourself drinking, stop drinking. If you have an alcoholism problem, go to AA. Fuck off. Like, holy shit. Like, it's that easy to deduce. It's that easy to say and look at. Like, I snapped the last time where I'm just like, are you guys fucking joking? Like, things happened at a whole house party and niggas weren't saying anything like that. I like the Sky House or whatever. There's certain things that came out after and shit like that. But, like, my God, bro. Say something. And get these weird niggas the fuck up out of here. If something happens to you, I can understand if you don't want to talk about it and shit like that. Yo, I just hope God is with you. God bless you for real. Because like going through shit is crazy. But like, yo, mental health and stuff like that, yo, it's not an excuse. Like I have to tell you guys, like I told this story before to you guys on stream about like, yo, how one of my closest friends ended up getting schizophrenia, and then he ended up tripping out on us. This is a guy who I knew like a good portion of my life, was super cool. He smoked weed all day, every day, and he was a lifeguard. He was super dope, like one of the greatest guys. You know what I mean? And then, bro, like the weed triggered something in his brain that caused schizophrenia, and it runs in his family. And then, bro, like he just started doing weird shit where he'd pop up around at my house and shit like that in the middle of the night. He was leaving shit at the homies' cribs, like clothing and stuff like that. The final straw was he came to my house and left his fucking door keys there with a note. After the last time he came there, it wasn't good for him because something happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yo, he was doing some weird shit, banging on the windows, and niggas came outside and fucked him up. Like, bro, in the instance and all the time, I didn't know the man snapped. It's after that situation that his dad told us that he has schizophrenia and he's going through shit. But like, bro, I don't know that. I'm here to protect me and mine. Man was talking about he was gonna do something to my family and me and shit like that. I don't know the man's going through a mental fucking breakdown. But like, bro, shit just has consequences in life. What do you want me to do if somebody's banging on the windows looking like they're gonna break through my fucking windows and harm me and my family? Do you want me to just stay there? Nah, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna fucking handle my business. That's what happened. The last time he came there, he fucking put his house keys on there with a note with "just come finish me." Weird ass shit. So that's when we were like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? His dad comes to the house, tells us everything that's happening and shit like that. But he still had to go through them fucking consequences, bro. Point blank and period. Same way this nigga Elegance have to go through all his bullshit. Like, bro, it's not an excuse. Stop using these things as fucking excuses. Like, I hate to get so in such a heavy ass topic and shit like that, but I don't give a fuck, bro. This shit needs to be talked about. Niggas need to stand up and stop being fucking weirdos. Stop being weird, bro. Get help. If you need help, get help. Stop bringing your shit to us. Fuck off. And say something to these niggas, bro. Exile these niggas. They don't deserve to be here. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. AJ, my bad, bro. I love you. They just said I cannot tonight with that shit. For real. It's a fact. But yo, that's what I wanted to talk about. And that's how I had to handle that topic. My bad. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back into like some happier vibes now. I had to talk about it. I had to address it. It's weird. It's weird shit. Get these fucking weirdos out of here, please.